Bitcoin may still have major upside potential left in the tank. Right now, we're consolidating for the longest period that we have in this entire parabolic uptrend. We're pushing against resistance, holding on support. And the question now becomes, are we truthfully ready to rip to the upside, or are we ready to plunge deep down into the crypto abyss? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the savagery that we have a-brewing right now, ladies and gentlemen. Something's a-brewing, and I'm not talking about that team playing in Boston. What we've got going on right now is the first solid equilibrium chop in this entire parabolic uptrend, and for me right now it's signifying something epic is truly about to happen. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, ladies and gentlemen, the cat's out of the bag. We see where we hold right now, and the line we're holding is this yellow line of support I have outlined for us here. This line is at exactly 77.60. We've seen multiple touches on this line right now, and it is holding as support. But the thing is here, guys, is that there's a silver lining, right? The silver lining is that if we continue to bounce, this could be the springboard point to launch us to a new high on the trend. On the contrary, this could be the level that, if broken and purged below, could be a short-term top at minimum, if not a macro top. Now, let's discuss why I'm saying this could be the top here, right? Fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that on the 4-hour time frame, we have now had a double top here. Not what you want to see from a bullish perspective, right? And the psychology behind this is that we've ripped, formed our new high, plunged, found our support, tried to push to a new high, and failed, right? And now we're back on the support level right now. The fact of the matter is here is that if we purge below the support level and back down past some fib levels, past our old prior high, not only may this be the top of the whole trend here, but it could be the top of the macro trend as a whole and may be ready to break this parabola. We're going to get into that further here, but let's discuss right now if this line is to hold, if this yellow support line here at 77.60 is to hold. What can we expect? Well, let's take a look now at my target zones. If you guys are subscribed here, you would know that I've been outlining this range from 8.5K all the way up to 10,000. But for today, for the purpose of this video, I actually want to just I want to minimize this a little bit, or shrink it down, rather. That's a better way to say it. Let's take out the $10,000 target. Let's put it right at 9K and see how this looks, okay? We'll remove 10K for now, because I'd like to just realistically look at this trend. As we all know, generally, what goes up must come down, right? And with a parabolic rip that we're on right now, a correction is to be expected. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you're not expecting a correction right now, I don't know what planet that you're living on. I've said it once, I'll say it twice. If you FOMO into trends, like if you FOMO, I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. If you FOMO, you will likely pay the price. That is just how it goes, okay? Now, looking at targets to the upside, if the parabola is to continue, if the parabola is to continue, I could see us testing up to the 8.5K region, potentially to 9,000. As I've just outlined for you, what's actually very troubling for me is the fact that we're double topping on the 4-hour time frame right now. Our RSI bearish divergence is holding, also not what I want to see right now. We all know that our NVT indicator is very high right now. We all know that we look overextended in every stretch of the imagination. But let's say that we get up here, right? This area is definitely going to be hard and significant to get past 9,000. We see this was a double top support level that wound up breaking. It was a prior peak of consolidation here, and it was our final really large movement to the upside before we wound up capitulating. So the 9,000 level, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be rather difficult to break. And I am seeing sentiment here right now that we could be looking to top out, at least for the short term, right? Maybe we pull back, hold some of these Fibonacci retracements, and continue our rocket ship. But the fact of the matter is that I'm seeing a lot of moon boys, ladies and gentlemen, all these moon boy Montgomerys. Oh, Kirby, 100,000 coming to a city near you. And I'm just sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, going, what city is that, James? What city is that, Joe? Does it start with an R and end with an EKT? Wrecked City, James? Because the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that right now, we all know what this is here, right? We all know what this is. This is a greed-fueled rally. There's no problem with being greedy in here, right? There is no problem. If you've been speculating to the upside in here, you've done very well, right? I've been speculating to the upside too. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is that we have to accept this for what it is, right? And let me explain to you my psychology here, right? Because you guys know, if you are subscribed here, I'm a realist. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a perma bear, perma bull, none of that. I'm a realistic swing trader, right? And the fact of the matter is, we all should be understanding that this is a greed-inspired rally, right? And what happens when we get greedy, ladies and gentlemen? Generally, the trend does the opposite of what the masses want it to do, right? And this actually brings me to my next point here. I want to look at these Bitcoin shorts. You guys know I've been outlining this for quite some time. This was an area of interest for me. I mean, if you've been watching my streams, you know that this rectangular box has not moved for me in a very long time. We came up right into the area that I figured we might get a resistance. We found it, and right now we've plunged right back into the other box that I haven't moved in months either, and it's still just respecting it so beautifully. This box has been an area that the shorts have liked to find support for a very long time, dating all the way back to March 2018. We are back in there now, and all of these short contracts have liquidated themselves or just removed whatever it is. They've taken them out of the order book. This, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is very, it's an eerie situation. And for me, this area has been a zone historically where when the shorts get this low, there's been a tendency for them to spike and the price to drop. Only this time is the most recent time that we've seen that these went up and the price went up too, and now it seems like everybody's just given up here. This may be a contrarian indicator here, ladies and gentlemen, that Bitcoin may in fact be topping out here. As we see, we have a double top on the 4-hour time frame, which I just showed you. We'll go back to in a moment. We're seeing that the shorters have given up here. The bears have given up. We've come back down into our healthy support range of shorts, right, that we've had support at for over a year now, almost a year and a half. And if we actually look at the longs, on the contrary here, what we can see is that the longs are mooning, right? I'm just looking at this from a contrarian perspective. And now the other thing here is the Bitcoin dominance, ladies and gentlemen, has began to plunge. Okay? The altcoin market has been very healthy as of late. Today we are getting a slight pullback here, but Bitcoin dominance now has been plunging, right? And the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that we may see a correction here in Bitcoin, right? So what I want you all to understand here, right, is that Bitcoin is the probability for a pullback in Bitcoin is more probable than not, in my opinion. I'm just being honest with you that we should expect a pullback. Does that mean that the entire bull market is over? Oh, Kirby, so it's all over. Oh, don't be thinking like that, James. It's not black or white, right? It's not just, it's got to go up forever for a bull market. Or, oh, it's going down, Kirby. It's a bear market. The market's going to breathe, right? It's going to ebb and flow. The fact of the matter is that we can have a heinous, significant pullback in this market and still maintain a new bull market and bullish structure. I hope what everybody's learned from this bear market is how to understand that the market is going to ebb and flow. And if there's anything that you've learned from me watching these streams, being subscribed here, smashing those thumbs ups, clicking the subscribe button, and ticking the little bell, is that you must understand the structures of the trend. That is what matters most, my friends, is the structural components of the trend, to understand where the price action is at. Are we in a bullish structure still on a macro level, or have we plunged below and are we now back in a bearish structure? For me, Bitcoin can pull back all the way into my teal box here, down to potentially as low as the 0.618 Fibonacci, around 6,300, right? Let's use our price range tool. I want to give you a percentage on the drop from the high here. Bitcoin could drop almost 25% from the high that we've currently made at over 8,300. And in my opinion, the bearish structure is still intact. And why is that, you may ask? Because we have still respected this zone of old support, was flushed through, should have been resistance, was not, was purged, retraced, and now we consolidate in that area and look for the next leg up to truly continue what may in fact now be the bull market. So let's say that this happens, right? And let's say we do get a heinous correction, 25% to the downside, and many are running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Oh, Kirby, oh. We're already seeing that the Bitcoin dominance metric is dropping like a brick out of the sky. And what this may in fact mean to me, ladies and gentlemen, is that 1, the shorts are very low, which could be a contrarian indicator. 2, we're seeing an outflow in capital right here. The proof is in the pudding. We're looking at it in the chart. We're seeing an outflow of capital from Bitcoin into the altcoins. Maybe another telltale sign. We've seen a double top on the 4-hour, a bearish divergence on the 4-hour. And what we're seeing right now also for the first time in the trend is a multi-day consolidation point with these bearish factors looming. We have not seen an area of consolidation last this long on the entire parabolic move. When I'm adding all of this together, ladies and gentlemen, I am seeing that although it's possible that the parabolic trend continues here, we may be getting ready for our pullback. And just once again, ladies and gentlemen, this should not scare you. This should not be of some kind of getting caught by surprise here. You must expect we're going to pull back, right? We're on a parabolic uptrend, my friend. And if you are subscribed here and watched yesterday's stream, you would know I outlined the shape of parabola, right? And the thing is why is it called parabola? It's that we go up very fast, down very fast, and form these types of patterns, right? And in crypto, these are very prevalent. And the most notorious one was right here in 2017, and it lived up to the parabolic formation in absolute true to form fashion. What went up very fast came down very fast. And this is just a normalcy in this market. And you don't want to get caught up with a bad psychology, right? My psychology here is that, look, I understand that this is a greed-fueled rally. If the greed is going to continue to push it up higher, I'm going to speculate to the upside and go long. But at some point, this greed-fueled rally is going to have to give some back to the market, and I'm expecting a correction potentially down to some fib levels, some old support levels, etc. And I'm going to be ready to capitalize on this when it does in fact occur. I'm going to be ready to get this crypto. If life-changing trading opportunity does in fact present itself, you best believe Don Carbanaccio is going to be striking upon it like a cobra out of the grass and is going to be ready to crush this market. I've wined and dined with kings and queens, and I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And I'll tell you, every single time, ladies and gentlemen, I prefer the wine and queens. Right now is not a time to be sitting here rubbing your moon crystal ball going, oh, Kirby, I think we're going right to the moon. Because I've seen it time and time again, ladies and gentlemen, time and time again. These moon boys get too caught up in the euphoria of the swing. Do not let the swing control your brain and your psychology, ladies and gentlemen. You control your brain and your psychology, and you be in control of how you play the swing. Sheesh. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I'm fired up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fired up here. I see that the altcoins may be ready to potentially pull back and then rocket. If I was not crystal clear with that for you all, I'm going to retouch on that now. I also want to look right here at the Bitcoin Google trends. What we've seen, ladies and gentlemen, is that we had our previous peak was upon our $1,000 candle to the upside, which sparked this parabolic rally. Google trends peaked on that date. We then dropped off, and now with this absolutely insane parabola, we've now eclipsed the old peak. Right now, as it stands, we are at a 100, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. This, in the past 90 days of data, we have not seen more action here on the Google trends for the search term Bitcoin worldwide. Heinous, savage, ludicrous, and an inverse debacle, if you do in fact ask me. The crypto fear and greed index, ladies and gentlemen, still hovering very high in the 70s right now. Just another factor to add into the pot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking all the ingredients here, right? The lack of shorts now, back in a historic zone for support on the shorts. The double top on the 4-hour. The bearish RSI divergence on the 4-hour. The Bitcoin dominance dropping and dispersing back into the altcoins. Seeing Bitcoin, the search term, eclipse its prior high before we dropped back down. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, right now we see that the parabola, just in and of itself, at some point has to cool off. There must be. The probability to give some back is very, very high. Does it have to? Absolutely not. It does, right? I mean, hypothetically, sure, this could be one time, that it doesn't give up anything and we just keep rocketing right on a bull flag and rip through, right? But the fact of the matter is that the probability is not in favor of that. The probability is in we find a rejection point somewhere of historic confluence, somewhere where all of the metrics are leaning towards the bears, which in my opinion is kind of building up a case for that right now. And the fact of the matter is that you can't just be, looking at this from one direction all the time. If the market goes up, I'm looking to profit. If the market drops down, I'm looking to profit as well. And that is what I keep my VIPs up to date with, ladies and gentlemen, in real time to the absolute second. I keep you updated in VIP with every trade I make, every entry I have, every strategy, every chart, everything. I post it for you exclusively in VIP. Right now, as this market has just broken below 7,900 again, ladies and gentlemen, back below 7,900 again. Right now, I see this is the time to strike We are at the boiling point here. I expect we're going to have an absolutely heinous movement. And by heinous, I mean large to the downside, or we're going to wind up getting one of these super candles again to respect this support trend line and boom us to the upside into my target range of 8.5K to 9K. But right now, I hope I've outlined for you all what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I'm seeing this could be the top, or there's going to need to be an absolutely heinous flush rip to the upside. And on the contrary, with the Bitcoin dominance falling, with the short so low, etc., I believe that if Bitcoin is to give back some of the gains, move back down, and have a healthy consolidation still in the bullish formation of the macro trend, ladies and gentlemen, if Bitcoin dominance moves back down here, we may be ready for an altcoin season where the altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin exponentially for an extended period of time. And my friends, right now I am focusing my time and effort right now on several large cap altcoins that I believe are looking to outperform Bitcoin exponentially. And I am also keeping you up to date in real time with my charts, entries, and positions on those altcoins as well, exclusively in VIP. So shout out to all my VIPs. I will keep you updated with my altcoin entries as well there. And shout out to all new future VIPs that are going to join right now after this video. I will be keeping you updated with those entries there as well. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Guys, I do have to get back to my trades though right now, because as we're recording here, the market is moving once again and there is no time to waste. So guys, like I said, VIPs, shout out to you. I will see you all in VIP right now. I'm going to keep you updated with all my trades here as I look to seize upon potentially life-changing opportunity and crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Don't be going to Wreck City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. You're better than that, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to crush this market. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I'm going to keep you all updated in VIP with my Bitcoin plays right now and also my exclusive altcoin plays here as well. I'm ready to crush it. I'm ready to get this crypto. Shout out to my VIPs. Shout out to all new future VIPs that will be joining right now after this video. I will see you all in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.